Ayana Sittukumayana Sittukunayana Siata Sitasya. Thanks for joining, everybody. It is absolutely phenomenal to have you here. Kasyatayana Sittukumayana Sya. So we want to start by introducing ourselves. We are a team of collective beings that work on the world's water grids, and some of them are you. So many of you who have incarnated on the planet today are here for planetary change. You're here for transformation. And we know, as you know, that we anchor this in through the body itself. So as we go about today's call, use your own grids to harness your own power and allow that power to flow through. That is the only way we work this out here on planet Earth. If you have any questions that arise during the call, please send them through. You can put them in the chat or you can send them via email, but we want to answer any call that you have in order to understand this process better. This is a time of transformation and it runs deep. It starts at the soul level, as many of you are aware. But when you start to bring the stuff to the surface, emotions will rise, energy will come out. What you do with it, that's what matters. So your purpose here in time and space now is to hold a frequency field, one that is so strong that nothing can enter. And from there, that's when things change. So many of you here are already aware that your core central, your center space is your heart. You know very deeply to give yourself tender, loving care and nurture those around you. That's all we're here to strengthen today. Care for the self, care for the other water beings on your planet. So as we go through this activation, as we hold our grids, as we hold our field, remember you're allowed to step up. Let your voices be known. Share with your family, your community, your networks, the power of the world's water fields. They have to know the importance of taking central power back, of taking the energy that creates worlds that runs in these streams and using it wisely. There are a variety of reasons and a variety of whys and why this is important at this time. But let's just say love is central to all. And when you find and you feel love, and you know the signal that it shares, you'll know God itself. So the frequency field that we're going to enter today is that of the higher planes. We're going to elevate up, lift beyond the central operating system of the human mind, and go into the planetary grids where all exists and nothing matters. This is the space of the central current of the all, of we, of us, together in harmony, in unity, anchoring this frequency in. So as we do this, you might feel dizzy, you might feel lightheaded, you might feel just an angelic laughter that rains from deep within. You may feel still, you may feel deep. Any expression, emotion, and energy is welcome, but we want you to travel into your own home space. You're not traveling with us, you're going with you. And as you go with you, you bring more of you in. So you, Kanasita Kunayanasya, is central to this call. You are the reason why we are here. You are the reason why this planet will shift. But we have to be willing to accept responsibility that we can do this without an outside form. So, if you know who you are in time and space, let's get started. You're going to anchor it in as well. We are using source code. If you have your own brilliance in other form, please use that too. You have a bright, brilliant group of light workers here at this time on this space, and they have their own currents. Each current calls to you. Find the frequency of your divine master, your divine throne, your divine alliance, and call that forward to you. So if we can be honest with you, this is one of the greatest works of all time. Anchoring the frequency of love itself into this planet. And you feel that is why you're here. Can you feel that is why you're called? Remember, it starts on your own home turf. So if you have peacemaking processes to begin within your own life, within your own soul, do so. We ourselves do this as well. We do it in other ways that are different from you. But we hold ourselves accountable to the actions that we take. It's your turn to sort this in your life. If we can be clear, you're doing well. You've already come to the place where that time has ended, but we're just reminding you to bring yourself up to speed. So, as we work deeper into this space, we need you to know it's okay to cry. It's okay to laugh. It is okay to feel the emotions that want to move through the body of water that you live in. This is a circulation phase. This is a cleansing process. This is a ritual that most have forgotten. To cleanse the water itself, you must be willing to feel the energy that resides there. You must be willing to see it. You must be willing to welcome it and to shift it from the inside out. So if you have operating systems that need a little boost, need a little help, we'll provide that now. And if you have a deeper need for cleansing, reach out. There are people in your community who can help you heal, who can help you move through what you're going through. There are many of them. And they're sent to this planet for that purpose and that purpose alone, to help others come up to speed. So don't think you're doing it all on your own while it is your job. You have support. So while we go through this, we're going to be installing a bit of a mastery code. Your code, your frequency, your abundance, your line of wealth in all things. And you have to know how to operate wisely beyond what you've been taught. Your frequency reveals itself in the world. What shines back? What mirrors to you? What comes back in? Do you form pure thoughts? Or are there habits that you must get under control? Have a think, have a feel. Keep in mind what arises in the body manifests in the outside world. So, with that in mind, let us focus on peace. Syatnayana, kunayana, sitakunayana, syanta, syatnayana, syat. And let us draw up the energy that resides in the streams of consciousness that you desire. Syatnayana, sitakunayana, syatnayana, syat. So, if you have a boat on the water and that boat is sailing, are those seas rocky or are they smooth? Do you have a fast running current or is it slow? Is it at a standstill or is it the wind howling at 30 knots? You decide the current on which you ride. We decide the current on which we ride as a collective race. You have currents flying in all directions, everywhere, over here, over there. Some are angry, some are mobs, some are violence. We want to strengthen the field in which you reside, in which the human race resides, in another direction. We want to contribute to that frequency of love. So find that current within yourself. Find the joy stream. Find the meditative space where all is just all right. And there's no need for change because change has already happened. And it's happened deep within the wellspring of your life. That's the central point from which to begin. Kasitayana, sitakunayana, 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 siya. That's a space in the human zone, in the mind, body, heart, and soul, where you feel alignment with the greater good of love. Everything's figured out. Everything's working for us. Everything's on track. I'm going to be content with that. That's the zone we're looking for, where peace on earth has already occurred, where love blankets the regions of energy that require it most, and where frequency uplifts the planet in a way that has not yet occurred. So you want to hold that vision of stability, that vision of beauty, that vision of contentment, knowing the world is all right. We're not looking for anything to change. We're looking for what already exists in parallel streams. So we're looking to steer our ships from one current to another. If you've ever been down to the beach and got stuck in a rip or swept into a current that was moving too fast, you knew that you could get out. You just had to find the hole where the energy stopped circulating. Or swim parallel to it, so you didn't enter it at all. Many currents move. Many streams are in existence. We're not looking to change any stream itself. We're looking to step from one to another. So as you choose your track, you must remember the operating system of God itself is already in your life. Your movement with the energy that you feel is everything. So if you know how to navigate from black to white in a way that helps you shift tracks, you can do this for the world as well. When you step into one current, when you ride in one stream, that stream moves fast, or it moves slow, or it's like a roller coaster going down its track. And man, you're ready to get off. There are different ways currents and streams function. The stream of energy that we're looking at, that we're anchoring in, is a stream where everything is okay, exactly as it's perceived. There is no wrong, there is no right. And that vibration itself will assist the transition into peace on earth, freedom on earth, conscious awakening for the masses. So your heart and soul are aligned with this. Your mind and body are not. The mind wants to judge the operating system of everyone on earth as a little bit messed up. And yes, from your perspective, we can see that it is. But truly, no one has the ability to judge God because they cannot see through his eyes. There are methods to the madness. And while they may not be preferred, they exist for a reason. So let's take the judgment back and let's step into a place where all is already solved. World water activations exist for a reason. This is not the first one. This will not be the last. There are many on this planet who can do this. There are many on this planet who do this well. There are many on this planet who have been anchoring freedom on earth codes since the moment they were born. And they're just doing this consciously now. So if you're a pioneer, if you're a front runner, if you're one of those who is leading the way, let us get this message straight through to you. You cannot judge the ones who have come before or the ones who will step next. Everyone on your planet has a right to make choice. As long as you operate within that construct, you can change time itself. And you can change it well. So let's get out of the judgment. Let's get out of the fear. And let's move into the consciousness that creates. Siatayana, konayana, sita kumayana, sita konayana, siata sitayana, sita konayana, sita konayana, siata sitayana, siata sitayana, siata. If you were a miraculous being, which you are, what would you choose? heaven on earth, or your own soul codes to flow through. We're going to say that your own soul codes are quite powerful principles that do the same thing. So we're going to ask those of you who are aware to hold your frequency grid strong as we move around them to amplify the field. If you're not quite sure what that means, we'll give you a heads up. These are those who have been operating at a high level of mastery for years. They're already aware of how to move energy on the earth plane. They're already aware of their voice. They're already aware of their signals and their contracts that they have with the human race. And they are the ones to thank because they have been coming before. And they have held the door open for many masters to come next. So as you approach this mastery phase, we want to say something to you. You're already in the phase of transition itself. So there is nothing to do. There is nothing to hold. There is nothing to be. There is nothing to attach to. We want you to release your attachment to needing to get it right. And we want you to allow the higher aspect of you to anchor into the world. That's it. No more try. No more do. Let's just be. So for the next few minutes, we're going to focus on love and the very principles behind it, the core energy that anchors it, and the frequency that you can be to ensure you yourself are up to speed. If you knew how powerful that you are, you'd never question yourself again. And you'd never question anyone else. You'd allow them to do their thing, and you would hold your pillar strong for what you want to see in your life and for the lives of your neighbors, of your family, of your friends, and the greater good of the world. So, what do you want to see? What do you want to believe? What do you want to allow to flow through you as a thought form right here, right now, in this space? Hold a thought form. Light it like a candle and let it burn. And if we can all together say these words, peace on earth is formed. Thank you for this existence. Thank you for the stream of love that is in my life and that is in the world. And let's hold that appreciation for the grace that has gotten us this far. Thank you for the miracles that abound. Thank you for the miracles that are plenty. Thank you for the miracles that operate on a day-to-day existence wave. Thank you for the possibilities that everything can clear up in an instant. Thank you for the wavelength of change. And thank you for the miracle state that I hold. So if you want to amplify your energy beyond this, you're so welcome to do that. And if you have any additional comments to insert, you are more than welcome. But if you know that the challenge on this planet isn't peace itself, it's getting people to agree that we've already changed time, then you'll know where to begin. Freedom's but a word. Love is as well. But there is that very real frequency band that exists, that is on this call. Allow it to arrive in your life and the lives of those around you. And feel the power of this innate space. Draw your power closer. Make your intentions clear. Feel the energy stream and the magnitude of the new earth reality that already exists. And as you release the grief and the suffering in your own space, it becomes brighter. It becomes clearer. It becomes more radiant every day. And so if we can go into the land codes as well. We're just going to ask for that planetary healing in which lost souls have occurred. And we'll assist in the transition from that space. Everything and everyone is operating at their own speed. You as well. Honor that speed, honor that process, honor the delivery of your higher self. And turn that aspect on. Beauty of the water grids is that they're malleable. They can change current, they can change pace. They can change frequency as well. So draw that energy up from the soul, from the currents that hold in your own body, and send them out to the world. Give freely of the energy of the divine spark within, and let it set those candles alight. The planet's already operating on a pulse. It has an electromagnetic rhythm. We just want to keep up speed. If you're already operating at a higher light, at a higher light quotient, in fact, share some of that with the energy of the world's water grids now. And feel that resonance. Feel out. The planetary remembrance is occurring. You're just linking in. Now, if you do have a higher light quotient and you would like to co-facilitate these calls, please drop me an email, let me know. There are many energies surrounding us that we can work with, and we're all linked into different codes. It is the codes of the world's water masters that are needed now. If you have any questions about this call, please feel free to drop an email. Please feel free to share. We want the planetary grace field to be recognized and remembered, and for us to know that it's already there. So if you have any lost memories or dreams that are coming up, sit with them, feel them, hold them dear. These are activations of your soul. If you have any other final words, please feel free to drop them in the chat. Or else we'll see you next month. Thank you for your blessings. Thank you for your power. Thank you for your allowance of time. And thank you for your guidance. Siatayana Sutta Konayana Siata Sitayana Sutta Komayana Siata Sitayana Konayana Siata Sitayana Konayana. Your power is necessary here. Kana Sutta Konayana Siata Sitayana Siata. Use it. Kana Sitayana Siata Sitayana Siata. And use it for the world's water codes to appear. Kana Sutta Konayana Siata Sitayana Sutta Konayana Siata Sitayana Siata Sitayana Sutta Sitayana Konayana Siata Sitayana. Thank you, everyone. I will look forward to working with you next month. Yes, thank you. I'm just looking at the messages. All right, Kaliana, Marilyn, fabulous. We'll be in touch. So much love, everyone. Have the most beautiful day.